Hello viewers, welcome to the channel Sense 360 Investor. In this video, let's take a look at the leaders basket, which is something that we put together whenever there's a new uptrend confirmation signal. That's used is typically the one that comes in from Investors Business Daily, but we do have a couple of others that are also used in case there's an earlier signal. And so this basket was created on the weekend of November 4th and 5th. And let's go through the list of the 20 stocks that we'll put in the basket and review them and see where we are at. So over here we can see the 20s, and then over here we have the daily chart. So let's just quickly run through them. So before we actually look at the charts, so overall we can see a couple of things. One, that the gainers outpace the losers on a basically 2-1. There's about 13 on the gain side, and 7 out of the 20 showing losses. So that's a good healthy metric right there. So we want a healthy basket. We want to look for at least a 2-1 upside. Higher is better. And then the other thing we want to see is that the outperformance on the best gainers outweighs the poor performance on the losers, which in this case we can see. So our top stock here is up 25% versus our lowest loss or worst loss here is 11.2, 2.8%, 11.28%. And so we can see there's a couple of 20s, and another 20 up here. And then on the downside, we just have one single double-digit loss, one close to it at 9.5, one at 8, one at 7, and then a couple of 4s and a 5. And the upside, we have a string of kind of near flattish, 3 of them here, a couple of 3s, 4s, 5s, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, with double-digit positive returns. Let's have a mosey on through, and then I have something else at the end also add to this review. So let's just take a look at the charts of Modine, water farts, so we can see that this one, fairly healthy upswing here. Next one is Palo Alto Network, so we can see approximately, this one had a little wobble and then right-sized its way up. ANF, Abercrombie, basically this has been a nice smooth. This is kind of what we want to see all of them do. That's actually a nice one. Then we'll come back to that one. XPO, similarly to Abercrombie, so that's kind of the follow through we want to see. Same as VRT. So it's kind of interesting that all the double-digit gainers have a nice continuation to the upside. And so with curve, so this one, a little wobble at the beginning, and then right-sized its way up. So don't want to sell too early on these. And then we had a big gain Friday. Trade web, similarly, nice looking upswing. Not as hefty though. PGR, nice and smooth ride. Then we get into the stocks that are more flattish. So Nvidia was up quite nicely, and then has given some of it back. So this is kind of round tripping at the moment, as is Meta. So it looks like there's been some selling in the big stocks there. And then Comfort Systems, which has been a consistent gainer. So we can see it had quite an interesting move here. It's how it's kind of consolidating. That'll break out. ANET, again, another something that stayed kind of flat. It's got the right pattern, but it just doesn't have strong enough momentum to reward us with performance yet. And then BST, similarly, it just continued its sideways pattern and did have a nice up move today. And then we get into the losers, and so here we have a downward pattern. So once this is established, then we want to start thinking about exiting rules. Another one. So this one was kind of flat, then has now started a little downswing. Move a little down, move here. Wolf, Weatherford, again, a little downswing. MNCO, we can see it's kind of hanging on and then giving up the ghost. And then finally, Tidewater, which kind of just broke the next day almost. It's recovered, is at a nice bounce of the 200-day here, and it's working its way back up. So it's recovered some of that, although the losses were a little bit deeper a few days ago. So that's kind of where the leaders are at. So overall, as a basket, it looks healthy. Um, most of the stocks are where we want them to be. Would like a few more gainers than losers. Currently, we're at 2 to 1. Now, I I did add TQQ as a reference point. So let's look at TQQ. It had TQQ being in the mix. Um, that would be up 18.25%, and would have been like fourth in the list. So TQQ would have been bought around here, and it's been fairly good, although it's had a little sideways action last 4 or 5 days, but still uptrend and being supported. So that's a pretty good move. So um, one thing for discussion, that's which is really kind of outside the video, will be to um, meet with the group that's following this line with a live portfolio and discuss a couple of tweaks to see how we can flex the leaders basket and um, look for exit signals and look to reallocate that cash into maybe some of these other ones. Yeah. Okay. So overall, leaders basket as of the end of today's date trading, which is December 1st, is looking good, and this is a good canary in the coal mine um, analogy as well. So once this list of stocks are breaking down adversely, then we also know that the market's not going to be that far behind it, and it's something that I look at on a daily basis. But I haven't been really posting too much by the side way of videos on this, but it's perhaps something that is warranted given the fact that there are several uh, people that are running this in a live account. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I will see you on the market update over the weekend. Goodbye for now.